crowd, what a crowd, huh?
Welcome to Pegasus vs. the World, where we take on challenges, comedy, trending topics, and some travel.
City boy, city boy.
All right, man, we're checking out Rodney Dangerfield has President Reagan laughing up a storm. I always forget that Ronald Reagan was an actor. That's kind of crazy. When we think of where politics have gone to in America today, where it kind of leans towards celebrities in a sense. Like even these people, like, you know, like it's interesting how Obama and Clinton had this celebrity feel to them. I remember Bill Clinton, Slick Willie, playing the saxophone. And, I don't know. It's interesting. But here we are. Rodney Dangerfield has President Reagan laughing up a storm. This was in 1981, so I was 1 year old, and he was just getting it. That's crazy. Anyways, if you guys are here for it, like, share, comment, subscribe. I want you to go support Rodney Dangerfield's channel. He has a ton of clips, a bunch of dope stuff. So show love, show support. This is on his channel direct. And yeah, let's keep things moving. If you want to rock with my music reaction channel or my podcast, I'll link both of those in the description at Black Pegasus Raps or the 40-year-old FUQ Boys. Let's get it popping, though, man. This was a different time, the 80s. Man, I remember, I think interest rates were crazy at a certain point in the 80s. Like, I think they were like 14% at one point. Yeah, because right now we're in the 5s and 7s, and people are like, oh, my gosh. But then I looked into it. I was like, oh, shit. They were, what? It was like 14% in the 80s. Like, I was like, damn. Anyways. All right, here we go. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Boy, what a crowd, huh? Now, I tell you, I'm all right now, but last week I was in rough shape, you know? Yeah, last week my wife signed me up for a bridge club. I jump off next Tuesday. I mean, last week nothing went right. I bought a waterbed. There were 2 Cuban guys swimming in it looking for Florida.
Yo, it's crazy because we had a waterbed. My little brother had a waterbed. That was a thing, you guys. It's just so crazy to think that waterbeds were a thing. And I remember that shit hurt my back so much. That's probably the worst thing for your back ever. But it was a thing. Waterbeds, man. Holy sh. That's crazy.
Oh, well. Last week I went to the track, too. That was a beauty. They shut off the opening gun. They killed my horse. I'll tell you, nothing works out. My car broke down again. I got a car, I got nothing but trouble. Every Sunday I take my family out for a push. The last time my wife drove the car, she cracked it up, went into a tree. Told me it wasn't her fault. She blew the horn. My wife isn't too smart, you know. One night she went out, some guy stole the car. I said to her, "Do you see what he looked like?" She told me she got the license plate number. She's not smart at all.
Was that George Bush, too? That's crazy. Yo, they all in cahoots, man. Bro, that joke about playing bridge. So yeah, I jump off an hour. Is crazy.
Oh, I told her our kid is spoiled. She told me a lot of kids smell that way, you know? I tell you, it's tough to stay married to my wife. How do you think I feel? She kissed the dog on her lips and she won't drink from my glass. I mean, there's always some. My wife's father, he just moved in too, has electronic pacemaker. Every time he sneezes, the garage door opens. I tell you, life isn't easy. My psychiatrist told me I'm going crazy. I said to him, if you don't mind, I'd like a second opinion. He said, all right, you're ugly too.
Bro, he does go ham. He's machine gun funk. Like, he's just machine gunning these punchlines off. Like, because a lot of times people will set up a premise and walk you down the road and get to the joke, have some like little giggles and get you to the big joke. He is just firing off. And everything I've seen from him, he's kind of like this. I'm like, this mother effer. I'm like, how much did he write? Like, how much material did this dude have? I mean, he is older, so maybe he's been just doing it for so long. He just has like, he's just like, oh yeah, I'll put it this way. Ha ha ha. That's crazy.
Are you kidding? I know I'm ugly. Halloween, I open the front door, kids give me candy. My dog found out we look alike. He killed himself. I was an ugly kid, too. I worked in a pet store. People kept asking how big I get. Too fast for this whole section over here. And I was ugly in my sandbox. The cat kept covering me up all the time, you know? You know, what a childhood I had. My mother never breastfed me. She told me she liked me as a friend.
I heard that on that, like his 100 greatest jokes. That's one of them.
Kids today is different. They got it too good. They don't appreciate it either. Last Christmas, my kid wanted a BB gun. I gave him a BB gun. He gave me a sweatshirt with a bullseye in the back. Smart kid I got the other day. I told him about the birds and the bees. He told me about my wife and a butcher.
That's insane.
I tell you, my whole life is pressure. Nothing but pressure. This pressure is like a heaviness. Always on top of me, this heaviness since I'm a kid. Other people wake up in the morning, new day, up and at 'em. I wake up, the heaviness is right there waiting for me. And sometimes I even talk to it, and I say, hi, heaviness. And the heaviness looks back at me, today you're going to get it good, you know. We'll be drinking early today. And I don't want to drink, I'm a bad drinker. When I drink the next day, I got to do two things. I try and locate my car, and I got to bring back the car I took. I'm a bad. You know the trouble with me? I appeal to everyone who can do me absolutely no good. With me, nothing comes easy. I met the Surgeon General. He offered me a cigarette.
That's crazy. Yo, that nigga said the Surgeon General, from the Surgeon General warning, offered him a freaking cigarette. Bro, there was something about his whole thing where he's like, pressure. He was like, my whole life is pressure. In that moment, I kind of believed him, which I think it's just an act. But the way he delivered it, I was like, man, I don't know. So there's something about that I was like, what's going on here? There's something that hit me with that part.
I mean, that's the story of my life. No respect. I don't get no respect at all. You kidding?
I heard him say that. No respect at all.
This afternoon, I was at BB2 this afternoon. I was in a bar. They told me to get out. They wanted to start the happy hour. I mean, it's not easy being me. Well, last week my house was on fire. My wife told the kids, be quiet. You wake up daddy. No, but I tell you, I finally got some respect. They asked me here tonight, you know. And I tell you, I'm surprised I'm here. I mean, I voted for Randolph Scott.
That's crazy. Yo, I think about the life some of these people lived, even Rodney, right? But Ronald Reagan, that's crazy. Like being an actor and then becoming the president, like thinking of Donald Trump, like these are like the greatest example of triumph and winning in life. Like it's just crazy. How fire would that be? And the other thing is like with Trump, I know he gets a bad rap with certain things, whatever, but he does have a tenacity and consistency. Like he couldn't have remained in business. You know, people give him a lot of flack, but I just look at the attributes that might be able to help me win in life, right? Like looking at the glass half full, like, okay, what can I learn from this person because they're extraordinary at this? And it's just wild to think about Ronald Reagan just being an actor, then a president, and it's just like, man, they live such full lives. Anyways, that was Rodney Dangerfield as President Reagan laughing up a storm, 1981, and it's always fun to see Rodney, man. He brings a different type of energy, man. I'm sure a lot of people miss that brother, man. He was just cracking off jokes till he was old as hell, man. Like he wasn't messing with y'all. So yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna tap out, get on out of here. Yeah, show some love. I'll see y'all.
City boy, city boy.